Oh my God! What's up, Negative Nation? Welcome to a Negs Live Rumble Rant. I am Negs. This is my Rumble channel. You can catch me over on Twitch at negslive.com anytime you want, except for Wednesdays and Saturdays where we have private Patreon chats in my Discord server. In our Discord server, we all own it. Go to thenegativenation.com to check that out. Now, today I'm going to be taking a look at hiding my moon-face Jefferson. She has turned off her comments, turned off her likes and dislikes, but she wants to sit on her toilet, blow some splatter matter out of her balloon knot, and tell the world exactly how her opinion is the end-all be-all. Now, if you don't know Shaquana Jefferson, she's hiding my moon-face Jefferson. She was the one who was racist towards Charlie Gold. And she cited growing up in a black neighborhood or around black people as a reason for her to use vernacular that white people shouldn't be using. So anyway, she goes on this Coca-Cola consuming person's live stream named Nova Ray, and she basically just trashes me and a bunch of other people. This was months ago. Well, now she's got an opinion on Peanut, Gigi, Tragic, and myself. And I said I wouldn't be responding to things that people say about me, but I believe that this is an exception to the rule. So I'm just very interested in what Shaquana's got to say. I'm going to speed her up because you're not that important. You're not. You're a literal nobody, just like everybody else on that platform. And you can get mad about that because you know it's true. I'm a nobody. Do you want me to pat your ass and tell you that you're special? Because you're not. None of you are. I have severed ties with 90% of the individuals that were anti-haters. I simply have. I have no interest in making friends with haters. I have no interest in surrounding myself with the anti-haters either, because I'll be honest with you, if there ever was an anti-hater, it was me. It was me. It was Fedora, and it was Belinda. Because all these other motherfuckers, I promise you, they're living double lives. They're telling you one thing, and they're doing another. They're no better than Charlie Gold, than Loafs, Damn It Shane, than The Gunt, than Chantel, Amberlynn Reed, anybody that is obese and pretending they're better than everybody else on the internet. This is where they fall. This is where this person falls. Okay, so let's see what she's got to say.
If I was a dog, y'all, my tail would be between my fucking legs right now, and my head would be hung in shame.
Well, you have your comments turned off and your dislikes and likes turned off, so you are a dog and your tail is tucked. Your tail's been tucked for a long time, but tell us how brave you are.
I feel so bad that I cannot step away from social media, and I keep spamming y'all out with video after video, even though I've repeatedly said that I was going to take a break for a few days.
So how's that having a felony and being on welfare thing working out? I'm just curious, because I work for a living, and I work very hard. I work 7 days a week. I don't work many hours a day to provide because people like you are constantly taking away from people like me.
I just cannot seem to put the fucking phone down. I probably should have watched Ron's
Get a job.
Rumble stream before I made my video, because my opinion about gaining ground was definitely altered after I sat down and watched Ron's Rumble stream last night. So I did not want too many days to go by before I corrected myself. That's why I'm making a video so soon.
And you might be wondering why I'm being so hard on Shannon. That's because I want to be sure that there is as much emphysema in this live stream as possible. I'm sorry, in this recording. I don't want there to be any confusion. I do not like you. I don't. I think you're a sellout. I think you're two-faced, and I think that you are what's wrong, part of what's wrong with the United States of America and society as a whole. So I just want people to understand that my opinions of these people are harsh, because I don't want them to get triggered, go make a video, nobody cares, boo-hoo. I want people to make no bones about it. You're not going to be getting in my DMs and kikiing with me. It's not. I want to speak down to you here. I'm not really speaking down to you. I'm speaking on your level. I want people to understand that this isn't you're going to DM me and be like, oh, no, it's not like that. So anyway.
And I have a couple of other things related to that I want to talk about real quick.
Word. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I always surmised that Gaining Ground had a part in the Discounted Life channel and Twitter profile because of the subject matter, the content.
Yep.
You could tell that it was not just a lighthearted, funny, exposing channel. They had a personal vendetta and a grudge, and the only two people that it would have made sense to be behind that account would be Ron and Gaining Ground.
Now, I did help with the Discounted Life. I did. I helped make probably 45% of those videos. I either provided the receipts, I either vetted the stuff, or I even confirmed it. Yeah. That's why when I wasn't shouted out, I went scorched earth. And people could question, you go scorched earth. Yeah, I do go scorched earth because I don't want, and I salt the earth because I don't want people that I kick out of my life coming back and trying to set up shop.
Based on who they were talking about. So I always figured that Gaining Ground did play a role in it, but I thought that maybe it was 4 people or more that manned that channel based on how much time was invested in it. I did not.
No, what it was is a whole bunch of people were used for somebody's personal vendetta in that channel. So everybody's expertise and time was used. And then when it was actually when their influence and their voice was needed, they decided that they weren't going to give that to people anymore. It was all about them. This kind of life had fuck all to do with any of y'all or backing any of y'all up. It had everything to do with the channel owner.
I think that one person would have all of the time to have a job, a social life, their own channel, and a dummy channel, and a dummy Twitter.
And imagine that same person not taking 1 minute out to shout out your Twitch while they weaponized you and helped get you booted off the platform.
I didn't think it was possible. So I'm actually shocked. I'm shocked. So Gaining Ground is just as guilty as Peanut and Tragic.
You know, I'm just, everything she says about Tragic from this point forward is a moot point. Tragic has done nothing. He's done all of his stuff in the open. He's been transparent. He's never lied. He's never betrayed. He's never deceived. He's never manipulated. As a matter of fact, I believe I've told Tragic, and he's probably told me before to get the fuck off some bullshit, and we weren't going to deal with that. It's because we're men. We let each other. We're still men. We still want to do what's right and make fun of people or whatever else you want to call this internet thing. But we're men at the end of the day.
On face value, like on the face of it, he wasn't doing all of these things from his own account. So I was none the wiser. I thought Gaining Ground was out taking a break, living life, doing him. I had no fucking idea that he had became a discounted life. And this was his life now. I had no fucking idea. So.
See, I want to tell y'all something, man. I want to tell y'all something. People keep pulling this shit like, oh, Negs keeps turning on people. No, I don't turn on anybody. See, the problem is the society thinks that if you don't take people's bullshit, then you are being manic. You are being this. You are being that. No. Just because I don't want to take your bullshit doesn't mean I'm being anything. You just don't like my reaction to your behavior. You're being manic.
I stand corrected. I made a mistake. I was wrong.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll try not to pause.
On stream itself is that I'm disgusted that he compared me to Peanut.
Well, I could have compared you to the Peanut and the shit that you're taking right now because we know that's where you're at.
Comparing me to Nova is actually a compliment because...
Oh, really? Comparing you to Nova is a compliment? Is it the supporting of Fwanky from the Crude as Fuck who is coddling a literal pedophile? Is that where the compliment comes in? Is it where Nova's so woke that she makes everything about race? See, Shaquana, you may have grown up around black people, but they made you feel guilty for being white.
She is solid as fuck, and she's a dope person, and she's a great friend, and...
She is not solid as fuck. She is not. She is self-serving, self-centered, and that's it. She's a typical leftist.
If I had a daughter, I would want my daughter to be like her.
Of course you would. I mean, is it because she's not white? Because you seem to make everything about race. Everybody's a token, right?
She's opinionated, open-minded, willing to...
Open-minded about chomos, too. Let's
teach
remember
people
that.
About things, willing to learn things about shit she don't know about. And she's
sure.
good people, period.
Sure, yeah.
And Nova is the type of person that would have had Ron's back.
Oh, my God. You guys are fucking delusional. Oh, some things never change.
The situation that we're currently in. Like, Nova is that type of friend.
Yeah, sure. No, that's why she had you on, and you both basically platformed the Gunt and spoke ill of me and everybody else. Fuck you, Shannon. You sit there with your welfare smokes, your rollies, while taking your IBS shit in the morning, with your worthless pit bull 5 inches from you, with your Section 8, with your disability or whatever, just dropping on the third, pretending you're better than everybody else. Yeah?
Peanut, on the other hand, is trash. So for you to compare me to somebody like Peanut, that's a burn. Like, that's cold-blooded.
No, a burn is being a convicted felon on welfare who can't get ahead in life and most likely never will.
I'm one of the most loyal people that you'll ever meet. And
oh, really? God damn.
One of the most fraudulent people that you'll ever meet. So that to me is a very, very big burn. Is
that why you went on Woke Nova's stream to put over the Gunt and call the rest of us names? Is that why you did that? Is because you're so loyal? The only thing you're loyal to is your caseworker when you have to sign the papers annually to continue your benefits. Shut up.
At all. I feel a way about that.
Right, yeah,
I have never once claimed to be a hater or an anti-hater. I've actually denounced the anti-haters from the beginning because I thought that everything that Peanut came at it with was hypocritical, non-genuine garbage. I've never believed.
Oh, look, you denounced it. Wow. What would we do without you? Like, you make this video, that's 300 views, and you pretend like the only person that cares is me because I'm making content out of it. Like, you sit here and pretend that your voice matters. None of you matter. You don't matter. Imagine if you took this energy and focused it on, oh, I don't know, maybe getting a job, maybe getting your felony expunged, not owning a pit bull.
In that whole anti-hater shit. I was never aligned or associated with Hater Nation. I've always done my own thing since the beginning of my old channel, and I've never had allegiances or alliances with anybody. I don't care who you are or what position you've had in this community. If you're being a piece of garbage, I'm going to call you out regardless.
Oh, really? Is that why you called the gun out during Nova's stream? Oh, no, wait, you called me out. That's right.
Definitely never been a flip-flopper, and I'm not Hater Nation. I'm not anything. I am...
Can I just tell all of you how absolutely fucking dumb you sound saying, I'm not Hater Nation, I'm not an anti-anti at this point? Really? Like, really? Like, who are you exactly? And what have you done for the world exactly, Shannon? What is it you've done for the world? Have you saved the world with your swan song? Are we indebted to you for your existence? I'm really confused. You speak as if you have some position of authority and influence. And you do not. And this is what this whole video is about, is to ensure that you understand your place on this planet. And that is as a lowly welfare recipient, pit bull owning, IBS shit taking, shit talking, chain smoking NPC.
Literally me, myself, and I. So don't fucking compare me to Peanut. That is one of the biggest insults I've ever heard since I've been on YouTube. It genuinely is.
Up till now, because I've laid them on pretty thick up to this point.
So, cold-blooded, bro. Do not appreciate that at all.
Oh, that's nothing compared to everything I just said. So there you go.
Other than that, I've got nothing else to say about his stream in particular. But when Nova and I were talking and hanging out last night for a couple hours, she had mentioned that DC also had covered it on her channel. And Nova's like, well, I know that you and DC don't really fuck with each other, but it's worth a listen if you're willing to go listen to it. So I did.
Oh, DC, the one who shouted out the people who lied about a rape, lied about an abortion, lied about a sexual assault. The woman who platforms and shouts out the guy who is into bestiality. The woman who platforms and shouts out the guy who is coveting and coddling and protecting a pedophile. This is why I'm glad I'm gone out of that shit, because this is what it all boils down to me, is all of you have no morals. You can't sit there, Shannon, and tell me you have any moral fiber. You wouldn't even entertain the idea of DC saying anything with everything I just cited if you had any moral integrity.
I watched the first half of it before she started talking about Chantel. And DC, this part of the video is going to be directed to you, because I know that you're listening, as cringy as that is to me. The last 2 years, you've been so fucking vocal about you thinking that I'm a bum, a scumbag, a leech, a piece of shit, a racist, ignorant, a felon, a junkie. Like, you have literally pulled out all the stops with the insults that you've thrown my way. So to know
what, those aren't true? Do we need to take a look?
That you watch my content willingly, not for your own channel, I can't relate to that. I have never once hate-watched somebody just for the hell of it. I've
What are you talking?
Never thought somebody was human garbage and actually wanted to hear anything that they had to say. So the fact that you watch me willingly, and it's not to use content for your own channel, I don't know whether to cringe or be fucking flattered or both. I don't know. Very bizarre, and I cannot relate to that.
What? You guys think that you all think that you're something, and you're nothing. I could go on another platform. I could be yeeted from here, Twitch or whatever, and go to another platform and recreate what I do everywhere else. You guys can't take this bullshit that you do and take it anywhere else. If your YouTubes were yeeted tomorrow, you guys would probably find you hanging in the shower, because you guys, literally, this is your life. This is your lifeblood.
Most of your stream, I have no idea what you're talking about, so I'm not even going to mention anything. But I am willing to put feelings aside and watch your content when I believe that there's some merit to it.
You know what? I'm not willing to put this aside, and it's weird how you women, part of the Me Too movement, are so quick to dismiss the fact that she has publicly boosted and not condemned a woman who lied about being raped. See, as a man, knowing that men get falsely accused of this shit all the time, it's a fucking insult. It's problematic. You, as a woman who should be calling that shit out because, oh, that's right. Because, see, Shannon, people like you don't give a fuck what happens to anybody else as long as you feel good about what happened at the end of the night. As long as it benefits you. That's all you care about. You don't care about the greater good of society. You don't give a fuck about DC. You don't give a fuck about me. You don't give a fuck about Tragic. You don't give a fuck about Gigi. You don't give a fuck about Peanut. You don't give a fuck about any of this. Again, you're a chain-smoking, pit bull-owning felon on welfare, sitting on your toilet with IBS, telling the world how important you are while you shut the world's opinion out by turning your comments off and your likes and dislikes off.
And I take Nova's recommendations to heart. I think that she has good intentions and good...
Nova recommends watching pedophile and dogfucker channels. That's what Nova does.
Judge. She's a good judge of character, for the most part. So I gave it a listen. Most of it has got nothing to do with me. But the one thing that you were dead fucking wrong about was that I have never clowned on Ron for his Grateful Dead merch. That is so not true.
Oh, what? You've never clowned on me from... What? Is this where we're at now? Motherfuckers, I lost my channels and income. I don't give a fuck what you think about my Grateful Dead shirts. Why don't you go take a shower, Shannon? Yeah, why don't you go wash that stringy, greasy fucking hair, stop chain smoking, maybe continue your weight loss journey, and then you'll lose this whole holier than that. Because see, what you're doing right now is you're propping yourself up in a position where you feel superior to everybody because of your opinion on this thing, while the rest of your life is literal trash.
I have repeatedly clowned on him. The most recent being an Instagram post on my Instagram this year, when I made a picture post saying, if you don't rock with the band, don't rock the merch, and he liked it. And I clowned on him for that. The Grateful Dead shit.
What do you mean if you don't rock with the band, don't rock the merch? I listen to the Grateful Dead. Do I need to suck his dick in order for you to approve of me wearing a fucking tie-dye shirt with a fucking goddamn cartoon bear on it? What do you know about the Grateful Dead? You're the one tokenizing white and black people so you can go out and say racist shit about people, right? You're going to say, good God, you guys are clowns.
So you're wrong. I do clown on my friends, and I do call out my friends.
I'm not your fucking friend. I'm not your fucking friend. I was never your fucking friend. I will never be your fucking friend. You would never step past the threshold of my door. I don't care if somebody was stabbing you in the back with a protractor while screaming Taco Bell has 50% off Doritos Los Tacos, right? I wouldn't care, okay? That's how little I think of you. I just want you to understand that.
If they need to be called out. Unlike some people we know. Wink, wink. There's very few things in life that I take more seriously than music.
I'm 44. I don't give a fuck what your felon, welfare recipient, pit bull owning ass has to say about me.
Luckily for me, my dad actually toured for almost 20 years, and I grew up with impeccable taste in music because of my dad.
Oh, because so your dad was a junkie musician, so you have impeccable taste in music. Great.
So unfortunately for me, though, Jerry Garcia had passed when I was 11. I was not able to see the band when they were still together.
Oh, what was your dad? Was he touring? I want to see proof of your dad touring. No, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I constantly see people making videos claiming shit. They never proved nothing. Oh, this person says something racist. And then they just pan the camera around. You don't hear any proof. No, prove it. You have impeccable taste in music because your dad toured. Moron, I toured. Okay? I may have been in the Midwest, but I toured. I'm a musician. I've played hundreds of shows. I've played in front of thousands of fucking people. I've been paid to play. I still get paid to play. What are you doing? Again, IBS, welfare, menthols, pitbull, toilet, comments off, thumbs up off.
But luckily for me, though, Bob Weir is actually my favorite member of the Grateful Dead. And him and Phil Lesh come to Vermont, or they used to quite often. So I've seen Rat Dog and Phil Lesh and friends a couple times, and I'm very...
This is the equivalent of saying I have a black friend. This is the equivalent of saying my aunt is gay. This is the equivalent of saying my dad used to be married, but now he likes to have orgies with guys. This is the same thing. I'm better than this guy who wears something that he likes. You realize you're saying all this because I'm doing something that I like. So who's really bothered here, Shannon?
Very thankful and grateful and blessed that I was able to at least see Bobby, who is one of my idols, before he gets older and passes away.
Was he into welfare and pit bulls too?
If you were obviously fortunate enough to go see the Dead, I'm jealous. I'm proud of you. That's amazing. But I do take the Grateful Dead extremely seriously, and I have no doubt in my mind that if Becky was to have came onto YouTube with a bootleg Hot Topic, Dancing Bear, or Steal Your Face shirt, I would have clocked her for it, and I would have...
Oh my God, this is the saddest shit I've ever seen. This woman is sitting in her house unemployed, guys. Unemployed with some fat-skulled pit bull, just waiting to turn on her. Chain-smoking Marlboro menthols on the toilet with IBS during a failed weight loss journey, telling you how much better than you she is. Yeah? Because she knew Bob Weir. Guess what? Half those guys were fucking junkies, drug addicts, and are broke. So thank you for the cultural influence, Grateful Dead, and all the other people who died in your wake, but you're not all that. Kurt Cobain, fucking junkie. Yeah? Oh, follow me for more harsh realities. Amy Winehouse, junkie. Keith Richards, junkie. So tell me how much better you are than us. Because you knew Bob Weir and your dad was just another guy on the road, leaving his family 300 days a year to go play rock star, right? I guarantee your dad did not tour outside of the local VFW circuit. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
Disowned her.
Oh, I played the Emerson Theater. You can look that up.
So you were dead ass wrong. I definitely called out Ron for it. And it's laughable that you assume that I don't call out my friends, because that's something that you do. That's not something that I do. So very interesting. But the only
anyway, get to your point.
other thing that I'm going to say before I wrap this up, because my
Oh, by the way, this is 8 minutes in, and it's a 24-minute video, so I'm going to let her wrap it up real quick.
fucking throat is on fire from me and Nova hanging out last night. Her and I
Oh, really? From hanging out last night?
get fucking hype. I mean, we laugh so.
Oh, you get hype, huh? Is it Frankie from the Geek Room that gets you hype with Pat Nass with little kids? Is it Fancy Badger that gets you hype by asking little girls for nudes? Is it Dragnock that gets you hype by fucking dog pussies? I'm really curious here. What gets you so hype with that new community you're in, Shannon? Shannon, you're a lonely woman. You're not wife material. You're a two-pump chump material. That's for sure. But you're not wife material. You're not homemaker material. Again, convicted felon, welfare. What are you doing with your life? Nothing. Who's going to want to pick up that baggage? Hey, you want to pick up me and my fat-headed pit bull? I got Marlboro menthols.
Fucking hard. We get so loud when we hang out. My voice pays.
That's because you're two unintelligent women who have to speak loud over one another and everybody else in order to make your point. Nova may speak like she has intelligence, but we call that intellectual dishonesty and manipulation, because she is not intelligent. Because if she were, she wouldn't be cutting her own nose off to spite her face, because she doesn't care about anybody about outside of anything other than the color of their skin and their status in society. Just as you, Shannon, and just as most of your generation right now who wants to shit all over the world because you want to feel important on the fucking internet.
For it for days afterwards. So I have no business even making this video. I really don't.
You don't. You should just delete your channel. You talk so much shit and then you seal yourself, hermetically seal yourself inside of an echo chamber. Comments off. You know what? I'm done. I wanted to see what you had to say here, but I've roasted you for 22 minutes. If I keep this up, this is going to be an hour and a half long. Shannon, I just want you and everybody else that I have nothing positive to say to understand that it ain't personal. I just don't like you. I don't. You showed your true colors months ago when you went on Nova's stream, and Nova, yeah, you are what is wrong with this country right now because of your woke ideologies. You're not going to sit here and convince me that you're not woke, because you are woke. Because if you weren't woke, you would have no problem condemning somebody for asking a minor for nudes. You wouldn't have a problem with condemning people for playing grab ass with little kids in VR chats. You wouldn't have a problem. See, you hang out with degenerates. Both of you, all of you are degenerates. I'm not even a Christian. I'm not even a conservative. Yeah, I'm a degenerate myself, but I'm a degenerate with morals. All of your moral fiber, from Shannon all the way up to Charlie Gold, all of your morals are flexible because, see, Shannon's not making any money, so she's doing it for dopamine and ass pats. Now, I understand why Charlie Gold does what she does, because it's a grift. She's making mad stacks, son. The same with loafs. See you November 29th at 9 a.m. So, freaking magistrates. Oh, he threatened to commit a crime. Oh, he wrote a lyric in a song, and now we got a legal issue. Like, really? You guys are idiots, morons, scourge on society. Seriously, nothing productive comes out of your mouths. Nothing productive is performed by you. And God forbid, I hope the children that you put on this planet do something for the planet to make up for your fuck ups. Peace.